to, like, they came in the 6 a.m. Whenever the 6 a.m. has that like glimmer in their face and they look like they have something special, like on day one, phase one, I throw audible right away. Like I try to look for a flag and I'm like, oh shit, here we go. No, let's review this play real quick. Yeah, we're gonna go from the ground, guys, because you can see some of them were like, I'm going big. Like the clock doesn't allow for us to go big. So even I only and I still went on a 4-minute clock with all my classes, and I had a smaller class that started falling off my clock, and I was like, hey, let's go. Yeah, we're gonna stretch 1 minute on each side. We're gonna do 1 minute to go. Hey, let's make sure too when we get into the weights that we stay relatively light to stay on the clock. Again, I don't care, but if we stay lighter, 35, 45, 50, 55%, one or the other. Again, small jumps, but we got a lot of other stuff to do first too. So let's go ahead. Let's start off with a COVID 400. So to the stop sign and back, a little short. And then you guys can go short loop to go back in. I made everybody go long loop today, but we got a lot of stuff to do. Long day. Boop, boop, boop. All right, so we're doing a little monostructural movement. About 2 minutes. And then we're going to get into our day. We got some snatches. We got back squats and some stretching. We got some 10-leg rows and back and some stretching. Yeah. You watched my class today and I talked about it. I hope that we decide it. I know San Francisco. I know San Francisco is. San Francisco is. San Francisco. I got this guy Wilson. He's alive right now. Wow. He's feeling good. So if someone shows up, do they just give it back, or do they just start the line over again? Because you're unhealthy. So if next week the two running backs work well again, and then right? Well, me and Wes were talking about, like, what are these strength coaches doing? Like, what's happening right now? What? And then he broke his ankle, and then thinking like, hey, no big deal. And then he breaks his knee or whatever happened there, whatever the sequence was, poor little guy. But what's the deal? Like, you could argue again, shortened season. But all these kids were dying last year too, you know. And then and you could argue it's the turf, the size, all this bullshit, the cleats, the this, the that, the drugs, the whatever. Okay, well then let's get these kids their joints and their ligaments. Like, what's wrong? Yeah. I mean, what's happening around here? Are they just not feeding them fish oil or what? And then let's go sun's out, touch your toes, walk yourself out. I mean, are they still preaching like the Bosu ball and the? Because I remember showing up to, I think it was Baltimore and in New England too. Both of them, their strength room in what 2000, in between the 2006 all the way to maybe the last strength room that I saw was 2009, 2000, no, 2010, the last one I saw. And the rooms were obviously bigger than this gym, individually rooms like stretch room, lift room, core or stability room, or like, you know, like a bodybuilding type room. And that room tend to always be bigger than the actual classic lifting room. And I wonder if that's still very consistent. Yeah, I ain't gonna run. That was the best thing about Willie Rowe. Willie would just walk on an incline, and every year I'd be like, there's no way this guy's gonna survive back in the NFL. And then he would just he would just light people up. And all I saw him do was bench press, back squat, and walk. So I was very confused. And then let's go step up, 5 on each. But I mean, I was thinking about it because even after college to the pros, you're still going to build lean body mass. So then, therefore, you're still going to build bone density and ligaments and tendon strength. Okay. So I would assume, though, like if you're on supplementation, you're still taking something to help ligaments and tendons. And then grasshoppers. And then maybe they've moved away from the repeat weeks. I don't know. Because that was one thing that was pretty big, I would say. Yeah, maybe at the in like even in the beginning of 2000s, like no matter what, any strength training manual that I got from like the Jaguars, I got a few of them, and any of them that I have from an athlete that I worked with, Kansas City, all of them in the off season, like for about 2 months, basically repeated weeks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where I got that really mentality. Pop up. And they were really adamant about letting the ligaments and tendons catch up week in, week out. And then hip hinge or sumo squat touchdown or RDL, but more of a hinge. And then a Buddha prayer, squat down, push the knees out. And then let's go ahead, let's take off on a 200-meter run. 200. It's never good when you finish the few shots of espresso and you're like, oh man, I wish I had some more. All right, let me see 10 to 15 scap push-ups. And then let me see 5 to 10 planche push-ups. And then let me see 3 to 5 burpees. And then go ahead and give me 10 to 16 Samson lunges. And then 5 to 10 air squats. And then 3 to 5 ninja get-ups. He's just warming it up. There's nothing wrong with like 1 or 2 with the hands. Just a single. Yeah, just warming it up. Single, single, double. And then let me see 10 to 15 scap pull-ups. And then let me see 8 to 10 scap swings. So scap pull-up. And then 8 to 10 swings. Well, no, just one. Just one. Just grab that one. Grab that one. Fine. It's fine. Fine. You know what you can say on your next job application? You can always say, hey, I took a lot of shit from that job. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, like, hey, man, my last boss, he was cool. He was an asshole, too. And I took a lot of shit for him, let me say. All right, after your 8 to 10 scap swings, I want to see 2 jump swing pull. Thank you, sir. And then I want to see 2 pull-ups or jumping pull-ups. And then let's go back to our box. And then let's grab a barbell. You guys get bearing ones too. Uba! All right, let's go ahead. Let's start off with 5 of each. Snatch. We'll go deadlift. Hang muscle. Press. Overhead squat. And then box press. And if you got lifting shoes you're going to put on for the squat snatches, let's put those on now. So another heat wave's coming, huh? I was telling Wes, I just put all my stuff basically away. So like window fans, everything to like keep the house cool, like summer stuff. I was like, it's October. I mean, we might get a little heat wave. And now like one of the hottest ones like last week or something coming. And I was like, I swore that the last one was the last one. I was like, there's no way we're going to have another one. Like, son of a gun. Idiot. Immediately when they said that. Like, that's about right. I should have just anticipated that. All right. Let's go 3 to 5. Snatch. High pull. Try to stay on the heels or the balls of the feet. Don't go to the toes. And then a hang power snatch. Snatch push press. Pressing snatch balance. Press and squat. Slower is better. Standing up all the way. And then Zotz press. And set it down. You got to tape your thumb. Let's go ahead. Let's tape our thumb. You gotta get that. There we go. We gotta change the order. Okay, I'll be back to that. Go back to that. I don't know why I'm doing that to me. All right, from the high hang, guys, let's get one squat snatch at each position. And let's think about going through the full range of the barbell. So high with a shrug and a turn. And then I go to my pocket. And then mid thigh. And then above the knee. And then at the knee, and then below the knee, and then to the shin. Woo. So we got high hang, pocket, mid thigh, above the knee, knee, below the knee, and then the shin. What's that, buddy? Oh no, I'm gonna use this one. That's too modern for me. I don't know how to use that. I gotta. It's like super tape. I gotta use like this 1930s idea here. I like it though. I like where your head's at. I like where your head's at. What? Habit. That one's probably better. It's probably better for my thumb. Less cutting off the circulation. That's. Oh yeah. If you look at even when I tape the full thumb, like I have to put like a little like nubby on it. I'll tape it next for my clean. I'll show it to you. And then like this, it's just mostly because I use the ring. I just use it as more of a contact, like to give me more of a contact, like tactile cue. And then it hooks onto the thumb. And then sometimes that one feels like it's gonna slip. That tape does not. The grip type tape does not. But sometimes that squishy tape does feel like it's gonna slip from me. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's load up 35% of our 1 rep max snatch. Squat snatch. Huh. Okay. Let's see here. That's not working like I wanted it to. All right. You can go true percent today or a little bit above or below. So if it lands at the jump, just take the jump. That's fine. A little bit of both. All right, that's not going to work like I wanted it to. I'm going to have to play with that. Sweet. Let me start my clock over here. All right, you guys can take 3 squat snatches. Reset. All right, and then let's go up to 50%. Anybody keep it. You're going to need it. You're going to need everything. Like a blue light sail, bro. You don't know what a blue light sail is. I don't know who I'm talking to. Hello? Little guy? This generation don't know what that is. What happens if I say that? He's like, I love Kmart. Like, all right. All right. Kmart gets me though because it's across the street from Home Depot. I feel like it can suck you in based off of where it's located. Whoa, it's long. Luckily, you got your head on a swivel. All right, let me see two whenever you're ready. All right, let's go up. 60%. Let's go ahead and get a single in. And then let me see 70%. All right, let me see one squat snatch. We're going to do 10 of them every 90 seconds. Okay, try to move your feet, Maxie. Try to move your feet. Move your feet. Yeah, you're gonna need your feet. My feet got real lazy on that one. I don't know. Like that. Like hey, like I had to tell my feet for a second. Like, hey, you know you got another 9. You got another 9, right? Like you're gonna wake up. You're gonna join this party or what's happening? Maybe my boa or whatever these things are called aren't tight enough. Start tightening them up. Hey, how about speaking of tightening the laces? What about Dallas? Dallas came back, game 7, right? Dallas and Tampa Bay for hockey. Yeah, because I know. Yeah, I thought they went all the way down, and I thought they came back for game 7. I thought that's what I heard today. Now I'm gonna double check. Yeah, because the last time I thought they were dead. Like, they were gone. Like that bubble vibe got them. I feel like hockey though would be almost easier. That's just how you're accustomed to, like, you know, your court time or your ice time. You know. All right, see you again. Come on. Turn it over. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I was a little more aggressive, a little tighter off the floor. Not so good on the turn. Not so good on the turn. Suddenly I forgot what I was doing. You just lifting weights still? All right. All right. Okay. I see you. I see you. Okay. So you're trying to feel what was different and like start trying to make them all the same. So if you're having the consistent error, it's better than having a inconsistent error, right? So even though I'm feeling the turn, I'm feeling my feet be lazy, I'm still having to step forward a little bit to control the overhead position. So either way, I'm not turning it, I'm not moving my feet, and I'm not squatting straight, right? So I have to be aware of, hey, this is what's happening. Let's fix this. Let's fix this. All right. And you got to be somewhat honest with yourself, right? Like, oh, hey, that one was better than my last one. You can't always just pick on yourself because there's always something wrong with the lift. So I could nitpick and then what I would say is deconstruct my lift so far that I just don't have a lift anymore. So that's where sometimes when you find a coach that like overanalyzes something, at least for me, it becomes too, unless I'm willing to rebuild, right? Like, okay, I'm going to break this down all the way. But if it gives too much information too soon, it just goes to moosh, goes to moosh. Sometimes I like that too, even with the classes or a member or an athlete. I'll do that on purpose just to overload the session to see what they'll do with it later. I'm for sure counting on all my fingers. This like 90-second reverse clock has got me on my toes. Pretty simple, but still got me thinking. All right, here we go. Number 4. And just like that, I got every starting running defense or running back for the starting San Francisco. It's like zombie land up there, bro. I mean, a lot of people go up to San Francisco to die. Is that like what they do to recruit? Like, hey, you got an expensive city. You can come up. How about this guy? How about this guy? How do you recruit? Yeah, okay. Okay. The clubs better be popping right now. Yes. Something. Something better be happening. Woo! All right. They made the playoffs last year, right? What was the year before they had? Is that the year they went to the Super Bowl or like the semifinals? Or they went like pretty far within the last couple of years, right? Was before? No, just like the last 3 years. They've only been good. No, San Francisco. They got the two. Yeah, right. Well, I feel like they drafted a bunch of defensive linemen and then they drafted a bunch of offensive linemen and done well with it. I mean, at this point, Peterson is not real. It got real scarce. In real life, it got real scarce real quick. Real quick. Real quick. A lot of awkward conversations with people. Like, you want me to do what? Yeah, I mean, you've only been out for about maybe 18 months. What's it matter? What do you mean, what's the matter? Well, we're only going to play another like 12 games. Like, no, I'm good. Thank you. I mean, what are you doing now? You're just hanging out with the family. You don't want to go out? I mean, either way, it is what it is, right? Okay. Okay. Attaboy. I saw a couple kids like miss training camp and then go a couple weeks, whatever. But the worst was, and I always tell the story, was Will Robinson that went like, I think it was week 5 or week 6, suddenly showed up. So technically after training or after preseason, he was like, what, 10 games deep? Because how long is preseason? 5 games? 4? So he's 9 games. He missed 9 games and showed up. Yeah. He played. Yeah. He said he was totally beat up and they were real fast compared to him. You could tell he was definitely off. Yeah, yeah. You're like, okay, so I'm gonna get that retirement though, right? Okay, sure. Cut. I was telling him, I was like, when did the Denver Broncos stop playing football? I'm so confused. Like one one year, like I was like, oh yeah, and then I was like, they're worse than when Elway was losing me money in Super Bowls in elementary school. Man, 4 Super Bowls, right? Four. Elway lost me four, and then I think so. It was one less than Kelly, and then they swore that they were going to do well, and then Terrell Davis. And then they won two. They won two. And then Peyton came in and then won one. Got me one. Yeah, he got me one. One year he should have won it and just threw it in the first game of the playoffs. That's okay. He was warming up, getting used to it. Getting used to it. Getting used to it. Just like that. Yeah. Yeah. But I think like when you tie up that much money into the defense, that's a problem. That's a problem. All right, I got one more. Yeah, they suck. Yeah, I thought, oh, I'm never gonna win a Super Bowl. And then right before his retirement, he got me two in a row. I was like, wow, that's nice. And then I thought they were doing stuff when they brought Peyton Manning over. I was like, okay, okay, they were gonna stay on top. And then now it's like, I probably should find something local. I've been a loyal fan since I was about 7. I think it's time to move on. I've never lived in Denver. I I do. My brother's buddy Dean was from Denver, and he was like the guy that got me into watching football because we watched football. We didn't watch football. Yeah, we didn't know what that was. We didn't know what that was. So you jumped on his team right away. Like what? What are you watching? Football. Yeah. Suddenly he got the accent. Yeah, Q. Come on. Well, John off the floor, huh? Oh, please, didn't like it. All right, let's go down to 35% of our back squat. Of our back squat. Yeah, yeah. Do 20% more. You know, whatever you hit. We're gonna go from the rack behind you, but the first one we're gonna go from the ground. Technically, I can just feel so long. I don't really want you to look the other way. Just remind me to move it. Yeah, brother. I was like, You're the only one facing the other way. No, it's not gonna work for me. Okay, our first set we're gonna take from the ground. Let me start the clock. And then when we're done with the 10 reps, we'll put it in the rack. The only reason why I really feel like that is because it's a lot of reps for us off the ground already. Not that it was heavy or anything like that. It was just, yeah, right? Each week we'll go up a rep. Stay on that clock, manipulate the weight a little bit, not much. It was just enough to where I felt like it was having a little bit of an issue. Yeah, right? All right, let's go ahead. Let's get 10 back squats in. Oh, man. All right, lay down on your back. We're going to bend the left leg like a leg swing. And then we're going to go ahead and grab behind the hamstring or behind the calf. We want to make sure that the head is relaxed. The leg is relaxed. It's not flexing. It's not going numb. You're not having to back it up. So what I mean by that is you're able to hold the position without a lot of fidgeting. Good. Switch. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Trying to focus on not overextending the stretch, being able to feel comfortable. Relaxing your head, letting the tension go. Sweet, go ahead and relax. Let's go ahead, let's go up to 45%. All right, whenever you're ready, let me see 10 back squats. This one we're gonna go right leg straight, left leg straight, toes pointing straight. So the bottom toe, if it feels like it's turning out, turn it towards the ceiling. And the top toe, just point it straight towards like almost like your head or something. You don't have to point it up unless you want a little more of a stretch. Into your nose, up in your mouth. Just trying to relax. I always tell the story. I had a stretching coach once that said when he was asked, "Hey, where should I feel this?" He would always say, "Wherever you feel it." And switch. Great. Let's go ahead. Let's load up 50%, 50, 55, or 50%. What's the say, Talal? Yeah, I was letting everybody run out like 4 minutes. We're a little ahead. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, place. All right, this one we're going to go with the hurdler stretch. So we'll put the right leg behind us, try to get the heel on the ground. The left arm is going to support the body to lean forward a little bit, but to ensure that I keep my chest up. That's really what the hand is doing for me. It's making sure that I don't round my back. So no matter where I push, I want to really think about having kind of a flat back. It's okay if it's a little rounded, but I don't want like the lower back being rounded, all right? So if I'm going to push through the hip, I'm more getting that through my hand. Then my other hand is going to either grab my calf or my toe. So right now I'm a little bit not that flexible because I can tell my upper body starts to round too much and I feel it in my lower back. So I'm going to back it up so I can feel it more in my lat. So now I'm getting kind of a hamstring on my left leg, hip on my right leg because I'm using my left hand. I might feel a little bit nervy in my calf because I got a overdeveloped glute or hamstring situation going on there. Some people say you should never feel your calf stretching. That's all you feel. That's all you feel. You're like, so then I'm stretching a nerve then is what you're saying. I don't think that's supposed to happen like that. Sweet, and then switch. And it's not to say that reaching and rounding is bad, but right now we're technically supposed to be stretching the hamstring. So that's why we're focusing more on the chest up and the rotation of the hip back with the opposite hand to elongate the hamstring as where it would pull. And that's really what we're training right now. We're training our nervous system to understand, hey man, I'm going to flex and then I'm going to stretch. And while I'm doing this together, you need to figure this shit out. But for now, I'll do it separately for you to start understanding what you need to do while we're working. People out there be like, that does not how it works. Okay. Okay. Okay, man. All right. So you could argue that we're messing with our GTO tendon. Bazinga. All right. Next one we're going to do a pen lay row. So let's go ahead. Let's take it down to our first back squat weight. So our 35%. All right, so the pen lay row is just basically a pec to deck or deck to pec row. I always tell people to use the legs, try not to use the neck too much. So set the neck, pull the body 10 times. And on this one, we're going to do a little bit of like more of a shoulder slash pec slash set. All right. So we're going to start off with thread the needle or hand out, left arm through, and we're going to focus on trying to bring our ear to the ground. Our ear to the ground. Eventually, my butt is so high right now. The goal would be to bring my butt to my heels. But priority right now is to bring my ear to the ground and my hand through. So you might feel this a little bit in the front side, maybe the bicep fold, top of the shoulder, top of the pec. My butt is so high right now. I don't even know how I'm stretching my shoulder. My butt is so. Talal, why is your butt so high? Holy moly. I think you're just tall. It might be the problem. Might be the problem. I turned over and I saw an ostrich. I saw an ostrich in a hole, like this full head down, butt out. I was like, what is happening? All right, switch. if I want to put a little action on my top hand to push my butt down, I can a little bit. But again, remember my goal is to get my shoulder, my arm on the ground, palm up, ear to the ground. So it would be knuckles, wrist, elbow, shoulder, ear. And then working on getting my butt and heel to touch. Sweet, come on out of there. Let's go ahead, let's go up. So somewhere, something in between your squat jump. One minute is so long. I was telling my classes earlier because there was like so many people fidgeting. I was like, hey, if 1 minute seems like a long time, I highly recommend that you invest in this thing called like Headspace, Breathe. Just gonna put it out there. Just there's a lot of these little apps that you might want to jump in on. All right, let me see 10. All right, so here we're going to straighten the right leg, but try to keep it relaxed. We're going to put the right arm on the ground straight, and then we're going to bend the left leg like we're doing a scorpion. Go ahead and take your left hand and act like you're going to touch your knuckles together. Why do I feel my ear? Sweet. Come on over. Get that left leg down, right arm over the top. Wow, right leg. And then we'll keep the right arm down for now, pushing it over, kind of setting it up. Okay, knuckle to knuckle. What do? You turn around, you see somebody touching knuckle to knuckle. You turn around and somebody's touching their knuckle to knuckle. They're like, oh shit, you just dislocated your shoulder, bro. And they're like, no, it's fine. I do it all the time. Okay, relax. Relax. the laugh inside that stretch makes you cramp over there. All right, come on up. Let's go up. That's always when I used to do manual stretching for people. It always scared me, like if suddenly something would go, like like no, like hey. All right, last one. Let me see 10 again. All right, I showed two different ones. I showed a capsule and I showed like a bent arm pec. We're gonna do the bent arm pec, okay? So here, imagine like the scorpion, I was here with the right arm. Now I'm just gonna bring the elbow above the shoulder line and I'm gonna bend it. So I'm just gonna bring the shoulder up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get the scorpion going again. So now I should feel it a little bit lower. And the bottom arm is bent. Lily. Turn your hand this way. Yeah. So your palm is facing up, or sorry, your hands are facing towards like up, away from your head. You're in like a pitcher's or 90-degree. Switch. So again, I'm going to take my arm like if I was in a T, and I'm just going to go ahead and bend it. So now I'm in a 90-degree, and then I'm going to take the right arm and go, or my right leg and come over. Yeah. Talal, the hand that you're rolling into, that elbow should be on the ground. Yeah. So that one to me is more of a true pec or bicep. And relax. See. All right, switch your shoes. Go back to your fitness shoes. We haven't even started the fitness yet. I warned you long day today. Julian was like, hey, so what time are you coming back home? I was like, so normally we get back at like 3:30. Today I would put another half hour on that. He's like, all right. Okay. Sweet. All right, just push your stuff to one side of your box. The first thing we're going to do is right leg in front, and we're going to learn a lunge to kick up. So the lunge to kick up, what I'm going to try to focus on is my body to get real low to the ground without hopping to my hands. All right. So what I'm trying to do is starting from the stall, like standing position. I lunge into this like straight leg. I go, I touch my knuckles by my toes. I reach out, my palms go flat, and I go ahead and I come up. So again, if I'm looking at it, as I lunge, I reach, I drag, I even drag my back toe as I come up. Even that little hop, I want to get rid of that at some point. I want to get rid of that at some point. Let me see 2 on each side. So again, I lunge, my back leg is straight, I touch my knuckles by my toes, I drag them out about a foot, I drag my back leg up. Whoop, too much. And then I'm going to try to stall out. 2 on each. Lunge to kick up. Okay. All right, the next one that we'll work on is the same idea. So we're going to put ourselves into that lunge position. We're going to drag our knuckles out a foot. And then when we kick up, we're going to keep that lunge leg bent. So again, I were to lunge, I bend the leg, I come over. That's the leg that I'm hopping off of, but I don't straighten it. So I lunge, I drag the knuckles about a foot out in front, I drag the back foot, and I hop. And for now, I'm going to keep that front leg bent. I'm never going to straighten it. 2 on each. Lunge, drag the back foot, hop, keep the leg bent. 2 on each. All right. Yeah, good. Overcommitting is always better than undercommitting. I think that holds true in anything. Probably get you in trouble a lot in life too, but there's some real bad parts to that in your life, I would guarantee. Like as I'm saying that, so I was thinking about maybe I should overcommit, but not when there's a barbell, well, the direction you're going into, okay? So I think you have a better opportunity going out west than the barbell. You tall, dude. You clear 6 foot. You understand that, right? You're not like Max sending me his size at 5'11", okay? No, I know. There was a lot of program measurements going on suddenly. Okay. All right, so the next one we're gonna go is to a stall out or to a hold. So now that I got that bent leg, I'm gonna drag that back leg, and I'm gonna squeeze the ground and my feet. I'm gonna squeeze the ground and my feet. All right. So again, I'm gonna go 1 on each. I'm gonna drag, I'm gonna pop, and I'm gonna squeeze and try to hold for as long as I can. 1 on each. It's all right if it's fast. Try to create action in the hand. Action in the hand. So some people don't really like the idea of bending or squeezing the ground. For me, it just gives me some way of getting a contact. So again, I'm going to go ahead and think about lunging, dragging, popping, straightening, and getting tighter. So you can see that as my legs bend, I can hold pretty good tension. As I straighten, I lose the tension. And what I'm trying to do is gather that back. Okay, let me see 1 more on each. So lunge, drag, and squeeze. Good, you're better off just coming down when you start to walk. So I want to just learn how to squeeze right now. So lock and squeeze. So I'd rather the tension stop me, so either overcommit one way or the other, but don't keep walking, okay? Next one we're going to do is a frog up. So I'm going to take the outside straddle position, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to touch my knees to my tricep. I'm going to touch my head to the ground, and I'm going to do a headstand. And then I'm going to come back. All right, so let's start with that. Let's start with the headstand. Again, you're facing the bar, so The best is as I'm doing it, I feel like I'm nailing it, and then as I'm talking, I feel it start to go. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna eat shit. Okay? So I'm gonna take that headstand now. I'm gonna take that headstand and I'm gonna turn that into, that's good. I'm gonna turn it into a frog up. So all I'm gonna think about is keeping my arms straight. Where I would put my elbows into my triceps, I'm gonna use that turn in my hip to turn over. Okay, so I'm still thinking about this position. All right, let me see 3 frog ups or hip turns or hop ups. Nice, Maxie. So some of you are going to feel this stall out better than the one leg or the scissors stall out. Okay? Huh? Straight now. Straight now. Yeah. Yeah. Now we're off of it. You're going to rock into it. Yeah. So like you're going to bring it. Yep. Yep. And I don't need to go out. If I go out wider, I'm going to use my core more. So I'm going to use my core more. So I don't need to go out that wide yet. That's tough. That's real tough. What I want to think about is this position, okay? So I know that this is where my good position is. So now I'm just long, and I'm going to use this hop to get me that. All right? Let me see another one. Or 2. What's that? The hop. Give me like 2 hop ups. Got a little head high there. Okay? So if I'm off rhythm, the way I think of the hop up is I start to think about my hop, my finger pressure, my hop, my lock. Okay, I'm over here. How do I get back over here? So I start using that to find out where my line is to where I'm coming up. All right? Sweet. Okay, now I just want to see us kick up and hold for 5 to 10 seconds. I don't care how. Whether you lunge, kick up, hop up, frog up, I don't care. I just want to see you guys go up and hold. Oh, boo. Oh, come on. 1 without, 2 without. And if I start walking, and come down. Okay? And then we'll do a second one. Same thing. Try something else, either the hop up or the lunge with the other leg. Whoa. So if I can get 1 step and freeze it, I'm good. If I start taking too many, I'm going to reset it. Let's get on a pair of rings. Get on a pair of rings. And let's see 3 swings. When I think of my swings, I'm going to think about a palm forward, and a palm back. So at no point will I change the direction of my hand. So when my feet are back, I'm going to push my palm forward. And when my feet are forward, I'm going to pull my knuckles back. Okay? Cool. Let's see it again. I don't think you can see my palms. But again, I'm really focused on this idea of a straight line, and then I'm going to pull back, pull forward, pull back, pull forward, pull back, push forward. All right, let me see it again. Third and final time. Sweet. Okay. Okay. So you got to get this going again, buddy. Cool. All right, the next one we got. Sorry. Okay. Get this camera on again. It died. Sorry. Thank you, sir. All right, so the ring to hip drill, I don't really like, because most people when they do this, they swing, and then as they come up, they almost bend their elbow. They bend their elbow. So as we think of this drill, for us, we're going to think of this drill as almost a, let's say, straight leg for now. All right, so as I'm going, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swing. I'm going to think about straight arms. So even if I start to pull myself too far over, I'm more worried about my ability to pop and keep my arms straight right now than I am to do a ring row in the air. So if you look at my line and you look at why I'm worried so much about this versus this, you can see two different heights of my body. Because when my arms are long, I'm over the bar, or I'm over the rings. When my arm is bent, I'm under. Okay? Let me see 2 to 3, straight arm, hip the rings. You're going to squeeze it down. You'll feel it too. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, huh? Yeah, the more it gets up, the better. And I'll explain what I start to look for. So I start looking for like a relax or a crack of the whip. So if the straps were my whip, they're gonna start making like this, like relax, the quap, quap. They're gonna tell me, just like the bar, when I pull correctly, it tells me weightlessness. It goes wonk wonk. So the same, it makes that noise too. Same thing here with the rings. It's gonna give me that same feeling where if I hit it, now I gotta stay connected too, right? So I have a problem with my muscle up staying connected to it. So as I swing and I pop, I want to create weightlessness, but I also want to be able to come back. So you see where I control it, I need to get rid of that. I need to get rid of that. So if I was going to work on this in the drill, I want to create the weightlessness, and then I want to come back. Weightlessness, and then come back. All right? It's just like the hand pop on the pull-up bar. Same idea. Same idea. Let me see 2 to 3. There you go. Good. And I always think sometimes, at least for me with these drills, I like over exaggerating it because I want to know what it's going to feel like when that real correction comes into place, when I'm really going to need that help. All right, let me see 3 ring dips. 3 ring dips. So to me, the ring dip is going to tell me where my muscle up is based on my ability to get low and then get out. Oh my God. How much rib concern? Okay. All right, let me see 3 more dips. Try to think of this one as a pencil dip. So straight. I ain't got that. I ain't got that right now. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. RPR. I don't know about the depth though. Yeah. Like I would actually fit in at the noon, or like still. I think it was the bicep, the arms. The arms are pumped right now. The arms are pumped. Like this. Suddenly I was down. I'm like, ooh, the ring. But it was really just my chest hitting it. Okay. All right. Let me see one ring muscle up or one attempt at a ring muscle up or a bar muscle up. That's all right. Just one attempt. You're all right. We got plenty of work. Okay. So now what I want to see is for you guys that are going to take another attempt. We're going to wait. We're going to let them go first, and then we're going to take another attempt. Ideally, what I want to do is think about the catch position. So on my attempt, I'm going to go ahead before I get up there. We can all go and do let's say a 5 to 15 second stretch at the bottom of the ring. All right, let's go do a stretch at the bottom of the ring. Okay. Show me 1 second at each position. So 1 second at the hang, 1 second at the dip, 1 second at the lockout. Okay, and just show me one muscle up like that. And then you guys that are working on your muscle up, you're going to go ahead and give me another muscle up attempt or 1 muscle up. Yeah, that a boy. On the next time, I say we just do 2. Jump, swing, go. Yeah, just 2 swings and then go. No, yeah, you're not popping. But you're swinging so long that you're killing it. You're kind of killing the momentum. Like, see, he's going to do the same thing. And that's just natural. Get out of there, chicken wing. Get out of there, chicken wing. Someone's bringing me lunch right now. We're going to Buffalo's, a little Buffalo Wild Wing over here. And things are good. Drumlets only. Okay, hey, so take away the quadruple swing. So just like we do our bar muscle up, jump up, swing through, get up. I'll give you 2 swings. 3 swings is too many. 1 is perfect. Okay, let's go through that one more time, and you guys with the pauses, give me 2 to 3. Give me 2 to 3 muscle ups. Still with 1 pause at each spot. 1 pause. Yeah, dead hang at the bottom. So if you just give me 2, just give me 2. How about 2? I'm into 2. Week 1. Yeah, looking good. Ooh. I like that dip. Okay. That's right. You can swing back up. Technically, I think we should have stopped too on the dip on the way down. right? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, I see you. Okay. Okay. Sweet. All right, let's go one more attempt at the muscle up for you guys. Not the, you guys that are pausing, you're fine. You can go one more if you want to. Come on, catch right now. Okay. All right, let me see. 3 seconds at the top of the dip on the ring. There you go. And then just get the thing again. There you go. And then after your 3 seconds support, go ahead and give me 3 seconds at the bottom. And you guys are good with those muscle ups. Let's go ahead, go 3 seconds support at the top, 3 second hold at the bottom. Just 3 sets of those, that's all. You guys got 3 seconds at the top, 3 seconds at the bottom. No, here now. All right, and then go ahead and give me 1 kip on a pull-up bar, and then hold it for 2 to 3 seconds at the top. Okay, and then go ahead and hang at the bottom. All right, let's go through it again. Top of the support, 3 seconds. And then get out. And then the bottom. Man, my fucking chest is so sore lately. My handstand push-ups, all my push-ups. I can tell I'm getting stronger in the dip, but like the turn, like I went to turn and all I feel is shearing. And then let's go 3 seconds at the top. Yeah, I can definitely tell that the rotator is tight though. Like in my rhomboids and shit. Yeah. And then 3 seconds at the bottom. That's been since my elbow since I tried it. I want to try it a couple more times. It didn't feel as bad as I thought it was going to feel. Sweet. Grab a sip of water. Okay, we can work out now. We got a 12-minute AMRAP. We got a 12-minute AMRAP. Julian snuck by. Yeah, yesterday it was kind of funny because she was trying to figure out what she was going to do. And then she ended up working out late and was like, oh, hey, I'm going to go do that real quick. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll put the kids to sleep. You go do that real quick. And then came upstairs and was like, dude, that was dirty. I was like, yeah, yeah, dude. That's what I told my classes this morning. It doesn't matter what weight you grab, your legs are screwed one way or another. All right. I should have put that on Do Not Disturb. 25, yeah, I'm into that. Sweet.
So much force in the barbell.
yeah, 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 totally. Okay, let's grab your gymnastics strap. Yeah, well, kind of. It's one kip, two, but oh no, kip, yes. Yeah. Yeah, you can try messing with the butterfly, but since your muscle up isn't there, let's work on that. Yeah, the kip. I should technically be working on my kip too, based on what I just felt on that muscle up attempt. Okay. You gotta hold it. Yeah, I wasn't too particular about it. I would use it more as like a core exercise. Don't get too into like trying to game it. No, I meant you need one for your knees. Yeah, if you need it for your knees, go ahead. But maybe don't dive bomb your knees so hard. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, man. This chest to bar scheme is like a this chest to bar scheme is like a three. It's okay if it's a three. Keep your chest to bar scheme low. Yeah, totally. Keep that low. All right, here we go.